Fam, the Nintendo Switch 2 controversy seems to never stop going. Because guess what? I want you guys to take a bit of a guess which country is actually taking a legal lawsuit against Nintendo over the practices of bricking consoles. I want you to take a guess. I'll give you a guess. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to give you a guess. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you who it is. It's Brazil. Yes, it is Brazil. Shocker. I know. I read this news and I thought to myself, there's no way Brazil is taking legal action against Nintendo for bricking consoles. And I looked further into it. Yeah, Brazil's doing it. They're going in and getting their pound of flesh over here from Nintendo. And you know what I love out of this whole regulation that's going on right now? This little lawsuit between Nintendo and Brazil. Basically, the regulators that are, spearheading this lawsuit against Nintendo is basically calling this abuse on Nintendo's part. Which, let's be honest here for a second, they're not lying. Now, there's one downside to this whole regulation that's going on. You may be wondering, Gar, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. What's the downside? And it's not too much of a bad downside, but Nintendo has 20 days to reply to Brazil. They're like, you're probably sitting there thinking, like, wait, they get 20 days to reply? Nintendo would just execute you on the spot if you did some piracy. Well, it's due to the fact that they have no legal team in Brazil, so, Brazil's got to be a little, a little bit of nice to Nintendo, allow them to get enough time to get a legal team to Brazil and, handle the situation at hand. But you know what, fam? You're not here for the legal jargon that's going to come out of my mouth because, you know what? This just barely started. I mean, this just started to, catch its breath in this situation. It just barely started. But you know what, though? You're not here for the legal jargon I just said in here a couple seconds ago. No, you're here for the Nintendo fanboys' little freakouts over this one. Yeah, trust me, I was thinking about doing this video or a certain hot topic that I've been dying to do, but I'll go ahead and push that off for tomorrow for you guys because you know what? It's going to be a very interesting one. Anyway, enough teasing you guys. Why don't we just go ahead and dive right into that content? And please make sure to have a nice little snack and a nice little drink because you already know what time it is.
It's showtime.
Dino Stretch says, gee, what a surprise. Brazil has a problem with Nintendo's anti-piracy measures. If this was just about digital piracy, I can understand your argument in this situation. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. But here's the big thing out of this whole discussion. Do you know how much it costs Brazilians in order to buy a Nintendo Switch 2? I bet you won't guess it. $5,000. $5,000 out of their own pocket just to purchase a Nintendo Switch 2. Like at that moment, just go buy a PC. Fuck buying Nintendo products at that point. But my point is, in this situation, they should be allowed to do with whatever they want with that content, but the console. Because with that price tag on it, yeah, you best believe I'm going to be trying every single way in my possession in order to hack the Nintendo Switch 2. You better believe it. And on top of that too, if I have to get my government involved to allow me to do that, then you better fucking believe I'm going to fucking do it. And there's not a damn thing you motherfuckers could do to stop to do it. Because seriously, $5,000? $5,000 for a piece of plastic that's going to temporarily make you happy? Like, screw that. At that point, go buy yourself a Steam Deck and enjoy yourself from there. Like, $5,000 for a Nintendo Switch 2. That is unbelievable. Lydia says, they only do that when you hack or mod your Switch. They don't do that whenever they please. Do you not do your own research before posting?
You dumb bitch.
A permanent Switch 2 console ban has apparently stranded Twink Link in Nintendo Sport Hell. The guy over the phone was laughing at the username. I am fully prevented from accessing any Nintendo services at all on the system. I let everyone in my family use my Nintendo Switch 2 system, and as a result, my sister uses it. Fiona24 says in a Reddit post. Her username was recently changed to Twink Link and Console Ban. I am fully prevented from accessing any Nintendo services at all on the system. Now, I went to the Reddit page just to make sure this was actually legit, and I saw that in there, and I saw postings of pictures of the guy getting actually banned from Nintendo servers. So I'm just gonna say now, yeah, that's pretty legit right there, especially if they change their name to it, which you can kind of see in the top left corner over there with a twink link. Yeah, I think it's pretty legit. So I gotta ask you the same question. Did you do any research in this situation? Did you happen to see why people are all up in a tizzy? Yeah, this is like fresh news that just barely came out. Did you do any research, or did you just want to be a little fangirl over there and wanted to cap for Daddy Nintendo over there so they could just shine their little light upon you to say you did such a good job for the corporation? You're such a wonderful fangirl. No. How about you just actually do some research before you step to these people and say all this bullshit? Like, seriously, it only took me 3 minutes to find this article. Actually, it's better yet, it's been blowing up on YouTube all crazy like. So if you're into Nintendo news, you should have been made aware of this. Oh, but if you follow people like Nintendo Prime or whatever that other Nintendo channel is, they won't tell you the truth. They won't. They'll just make up some bullshit as to why it happened. Sobi says, so are they also going to sue PlayStation and Xbox for the same clause that those companies have had for years? Or is the corrupt Brazilian government just going to try to make a bit of money off the current fastest selling console? At least have some consistency.
It's a word, Google that shit. It exists.
You know, as far as I could look up, I don't think I've ever seen Xbox actually brick a console before. But as for PlayStation, though, that's a different discussion, though. And this took me about like a 10-minute research onto Google trying to find this article right here where they went after PlayStation for bricking consoles. Yeah, you know, it just took me like 10 minutes of research to find this out, and it's actually pretty interesting that the Brazilians take no shit from companies. But you know what will never surprise me with the Nintendo Fanboys fam? Is that the fact that they're calling, you know, something else that's going against Nintendo corrupted when the corporation that they're simping for is corrupted themselves. It's just amazing here. It's just... Oh, it just writes itself every single week. It never fails. Forever Sandorian says, "Laugh my ass up. It's a third world country. Nothing's gonna happen. Brazilians are notorious for downloading illegal games and piracy. Middle finger emote, middle finger emote, middle finger emote."
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound fucking stupid.
This is a whole new level of ball gargling right now. I am not going to lie to you right now. It has been like a hot minute since I seen somebody just take Nintendo's balls and gargle it in their mouth. It just absolutely surprises me. Also, there is a chance that the United States actually watches this ruling and see how it proceeds, and they may actually pick this up and bring it to their court systems, and may bring Nintendo to court, and then bring back their whole decision back on them. Hey, the EU might do the same thing too. So keep that in mind. Don't underestimate a third world country because they're smaller than the other ones. Trust me, they can influence the government systems around them too. You just don't fucking know it yet. Also, about that little comment about illegal games downloading and piracy, you do understand they're the same thing, right? Why did you type both at the same time? You just gave a short answer of the definition and you just gave the word in the next sentence. What is wrong with you people? Are you trying to get these easy owns because you think you can get them? Well, guess what? You made yourself like an idiot. That's for damn sure. Rip You a New One says, remember, the only thing getting bricked here is the access to online functionality. And again, most times breaking to US in terms of use will warrant such a thing to happen because modding and hacking the Switch 2, like most consoles and with internet capabilities, will be affected.
You're as blind as a bat!
You do understand if you lose internet capability, you basically have a brick with the Nintendo Switch 2, right? It's not like the regular Nintendo Switch to where you can actually download updates to your games and your Nintendo Switch, right? You're totally cut off from patch updates to your physical games and your Nintendo Switch too, right? So that basically makes it a brick to point where you can't play games out on it, at least unless you have like a physical game with you that's like 100% of the game on top of it. But if you don't and you need to download the rest of the game straight from the Nintendo eShop, then guess what? You're out of luck. You can't do it. And if new games come out and they require updates like the firmware, the main console, yeah, you're shit out of luck. You can't even play those games that you spent money on. So congratulations, you've got a fucking brick and you're wrong. Zechio Zezio, whatever you say his name is, yeah, and the TOS to tell you how you can or not sue Nintendo XD. Brazil don't respect the Nintendo Switch TOS. Easy win for Nintendo XD.
Oh my god, I think I gained a chromosome hearing all that.
There's no shot. There's no shot that these Nintendo fanboys actually think Nintendo has the final word in this whole situation. There is no way in hell they actually think Nintendo has the final word. I've seen stupid before and its name is Harmon Smith, but this right here takes it to a whole new level. Are you kidding me right now? Have you not paid attention to any litigation that technically the governments that run our countries can overturn it? This is including the United States, Europe, Brazil, and the many others that they can turn over any agreement with any companies over at any time that they feel like. These are fanboys. Why are you surprised, Gary? You know what? I got one more in me, fam. I got exactly one more left in for me before I just absolutely tap out from the absolute stupidity that is the Nintendo fanboys. Oh boy, boy, boy. The Nintendo Switch 2 just keeps on giving, I swear. And I haven't spent a single cent into it. Gray says this will end in nothing. If anything, Nintendo will stop selling consoles to Brazil. I have no proof, but I have no doubt either. So let me understand this. You have no evidence to back up your claims that Nintendo's supposedly gonna do this. You're only gonna, but I believe Nintendo's gonna do this. They're just gonna do this because they hate Brazil and being challenged. Like, really? Can you please bring some evidence to the table for what's can the Nintendo fanboys please just bring some evidence to the table for once? And please, just once, for once, and my pitiful little career in covering you guys, can y'all give me a challenge, please? Like, come on. This is getting so tiring at this point. It's getting funny to the point I can't stop laughing. But you know what, fam? Thank you guys very much for watching. That's pretty much all the content I got for you guys. And hey, if you guys want more of my type of content, especially the video I will be releasing tomorrow, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hot take on consoles. You guys might want to, you know, like, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 10K. You know, you don't miss any of my important content that you guys are really interested in. You know, you just subscribe to the channel. You'll get more of my content, blah, blah, all the goody stuff. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing good, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. But, you know what? Enough of the sellout stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And if you, you know, appreciate watching my content, do all that sellout stuff. But you know what? Besides that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.